Yesterday was the first official day of the vernal equinox. Vernal meaning of, in, or appropriate to spring, and equinox meaning place the charge of your $500 a month to use an elliptical. Not that I do, but in Washington, they're holding a confirmation hearing for Joe Biden's Supreme Court nominee. Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson appeared before the Senate Judiciary Committee today. Unless something unexpected happens, a vote is expected to go along party lines. These hearings, they give a number of our Republican senators a chance to compete in one of their favorite events, the Subtle Racism Jamboree. But Senator Lindsey Graham of South Carolina got out ahead of that. He said he expects to be called racist at these hearings and made an interesting comparison when invoking the heated confirmation hearing of Justice Brett Kavanaugh.
There were headlines all over the country, really, accusing Judge Kavanaugh of being basically Bill Cosby. None of us are going to do that to you. And if any of us does that to you, all hell will break out. And it should.
Thanks, I guess. I disagree. I actually think they should treat Ketanji Brown Jackson exactly like they treated Brett Kavanaugh. Interview every single person who's accused her of sexual assault. Don't stop, even though there are none. Do not stop. Judge Jackson will be the first black woman on the Supreme Court. She could get confirmed without a single... She doesn't need any Republican votes to get confirmed because the vice president is the tiebreaker, that would be the GOP's ultimate nightmare, having this decided by two black women whose names they can't pronounce. Senator Ted Cruz was actually Judge Jackson's classmate at Harvard Law School, though she will not likely get his vote. He pontificated at length today about not turning this into a political circus and worked a plug for his podcast in while saying that. But the big Ted story today, I don't know if you've seen this. This is a video shot at the Bozeman, Montana airport. A man who looks suspiciously like Ted Cruz has a heated exchange with an airline employee, and then after the airline employee, a police officer. Apparently, he missed his flight and demanded to speak to the manager of the airport about a dozen times to the point where they had to call in security. He should stay out of airports, right? I mean, nothing good ever. Now, you can't hear what's being said in the video. We were able to enhance the audio. This is, according to our experts, a pretty good approximation of what Cancun Karen was complaining about. I'll save it for the airplane bathroom, buddy. It's especially funny because 2 weeks ago, Ted was bragging about how much employees at the airport love him.
Every week, I fly back and forth to Houston. Almost without exception, every time I'm on an airplane, either the captain or a flight attendant will come up to me, will hug me and say, "Thank you for fighting for us."
And then immediately throw up. They vomit. There's no way he's getting spontaneously hugged. Can you imagine hugging Ted Cruz? Donald Trump hugs Eric more than flight attendants hug Ted Cruz. All the characters from Trump-Sylvania were out this weekend. You remember Rudy Giuliani? We haven't heard from Rudy for, I don't know, like a month, but Recount Dracula emerged from his crypt to make an appearance on a Newsmax show called Wise Guys. I don't know what this show is, but I for one, enjoy any show where the people being interviewed are also eating clams.
As usual, I'm here with my crew, America's lawyer, Lou Gelabino, and special guest tonight at the table for the sit-down, joining the family, America's mayor, Rudy Giuliani.
Rudy, thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
What a show. Rudy having a perfectly normal meeting at an Olive Garden with 3 Dick Tracy villains. Nothing to see. Eventually they got around to asking Rudy, who, let us not forget, was the guy in the middle of Trump trying to hold back financial support of the Ukrainian military in an effort to get them to make up stories about Hunter Biden. Now, of course, the Trump crowd says the war would never have happened under Trump. And to explain why, Rudy shared a totally true story about a conversation that definitely happened between Donald Trump and Vladimir Putin.
So he has a meeting with him, and he's telling him, they're talking about Ukraine, and he says, Vladimir, you shouldn't, like, attack Ukraine, because then Well, I never liked those big, what are those things you got in Moscow? Those big bubbles, those big gold bubbles. I never liked those things. So I'm going to have to blow them up. So Putin says, they're churches. He said, oh, Vladimir, don't tell me that about churches. I did, come on, churches. You can fool Bush, you can't fool me. Churches? Thank you.
Of all the BS in that story, the most unbelievable part is there's something gold that Donald Trump didn't like. It's impossible. Listen, if Trump actually blew up things he didn't like, Don Jr.'s 10th birthday present would have been a grenade, okay? Trump hasn't officially announced if he's running in 2024, but he is running in 2024, and the pundits have already started crunching the numbers. According to a new poll by Yahoo, Trump leads Biden by 43 points among unvaccinated voters, who might not even make it to the election. But, Trump loves the poorly vaccinated, and they're not the only group that is solidly pro-Trump. He's also an overwhelming favorite among fireworks stand operators, iguana breeders, disgraced mall Santas, manufacturers of Husky golf pants, and former crackhead pillow salesmen. So Trump has not been... I think he has a cold because his voice sounds funny. He called in a Fox Business Channel this morning to say a bunch of dumb things about climate change. He brought up windmills again, and of course, had unkind words when it came to reviewing Joe Biden's performance when it comes to his buddy Putin.
He doesn't mix it up. He doesn't. Look, it's very sad to watch. I've watched it. I've seen it. But I listen to him constantly using the N-word. That's the N-word. And he's constantly using it, the nuclear word.
Oh, no, that's not the N-word. That's a different... Spoken like a man who has no black friends. I love to hear what he thinks the F word is, if that's the N word. Meanwhile, you remember that big truck convoy that was headed to Washington from all points to protest the vaccine mandates, even though the mandates have been lifted pretty much everywhere now? Well, that hasn't stopped the MAGA warriors from continuing this trek towards D.C., which has been slow going, partly thanks to a very clever bicyclist. What they call poetry in motion. Normally, I hate bikers in traffic, but that one I love. I mentioned last week, McDonald's is one of a number of U.S. companies that has opted to shut operations in Russia down. They had around 850 restaurants there. Now there are none. So a Russian burger chain called Uncle Vanya's is capitalizing, ironically. They just filed to trademark this logo that looks like a McDonald's that got knocked on its side. Some have pointed out correctly this is very similar not only to McDonald's, but also McDowell's from the movie Coming to America. They get sued by McDonald's and Eddie Murphy. You don't want that. But there's a lot of demand for Big Macs and McNuggets and such in Russia. So Uncle Vanya and company are already making a big splash over there.
McDonald's pull out of Russia? Tuh. Goodbye, Yankee clown food. Now is Uncle Vanya's. Uncle Vanya has same high-quality food and meat. And vodka cola, the real thing. Bring kids for cool, smiling meal. Comes with toy. Uncle Vanya's. Ba-da-ba-da-ba. I'm loving with it.
All right, well, you know what you make do during difficult times. Back here in the United States, the don't say gay nonsense, not only has it become a hot button topic when it comes to schools and kids, all of a sudden it's affecting the animal community too.
Tonight, a local dog shelter, or a local shelter dog, rather, is looking for a soft landing after being dumped by his owners because they say he's gay.
A Stanley County Animal Shelter Facebook post says the dog's owner surrendered him to the shelter after he humped another male dog.
No, a male dog humping another male dog doesn't make him gay, it makes him a dog. I mean, in this situation, can we put the owner down? Is that possible? Thank you, Guillermo.
You're welcome, Jimmy.
For your support over the years.
Always, Jimmy, always.
Something we haven't done in a long time. You remember a tradition we used to have where we would send Cousin Sal to the marathon?
Yes, every year.
Well, because of COVID and some lawsuits and stuff like that, we haven't done it in quite some time. So We have done this year. Runners from around the world ran the 37th annual LA Marathon. And with that said, look who's back, Cousin Sal.
Hey,
There he is. The return of Cousin Sal at the LA Marathon.
Cousin Sal here at the 37th running of the LA Marathon. Now, I'm way too fat and out of shape to run this thing, but that doesn't mean I can't help the tens of thousands of men and women make their way to the finish line. Watch. Who wants it? Who's got it? Come on, come on, come on! Come on, it's right to you! Good fake, good ball fake, good ball fake. Marathon Brady! Oh, come on, that was for her! Oh. Why would I ever throw to you again? That was disgraceful. Are you even running? Are you even in this? All right, that was good. That was good. Go win this thing. Hey, Bear, hey, Bear, hey, Bear. Ah. I'm exhausted, by the way. You know what people need after 11 miles of running? Turkey legs. Who wants turkey legs?
I'm vegan.
You're vegan?
Trying to kill us?
Turkey leg. Yeah, gluten-free, COVID-free. Does your bird want a bite of a turkey? That seems weird. Whoa. All right, you know what? It wasn't a good idea. Who's feeling COVID-y? We got a bucket of sanitizer. Hollywood's kind of filthy. You want some? Yeah. There you go. There you go. COVID, there you go. Beautiful. Oh, you son of a bitch. Quiet, please. Quiet, please. My grandmother's sleeping. She had a rough night. 3 boxes of wine. Let's just keep it down, okay? Thank you. She loves them. These are her favorite, now and laters. Thank you. Quiet, she's sleeping.
Why is she sleeping?
What's that? No, she passed away Wednesday. Good luck, though. Thank you. No, I'm good. I'm good. Thank you. I'm a nurse, she says. Here we go, mile 11 limbo break. Well, you don't step under it. You know, this guy knows. 88.50. Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. How low can you go? Good Lord, how is this gonna happen? Oh, you got it, big guy. Come on, 90. Oh, he did it. Quiet, please. Trying to sleep in here. Can you help us out with a survey? How satisfied are you with this year's marathon?
Very satisfied.
Very satisfied. How would you rate the route compared to other marathons you've run? Better than most? Average?
I'm gonna say average.
Okay. Did you experience any unexpected interruptions along the way? No, good. Okay, good. All right. And do you think I will have a heart attack before the conclusion of this
I
survey?
hope not, but it's possible.
I'm going to put down yes. Okay, thank you. Go. Anybody want to push my grandmother to the finish line? Oh, you'll do it? Great. She doesn't have a lot of time left. This is probably the last one. All right, go. Go, Grandma, go. Don't forget me in the will.
He was never seen again. Thank you, Cousin Sal. Cousin Sal, everybody. We got a good show tonight. Michael Cera is here. We have music from Weezer.
Oh!
And we'll be right back with Wanda Sykes. If you like that video, then put a ring on it. Click the subscribe button below. Oh.